New York City. The city of dreams, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps. Every single time I come to the city, I leave as a new person. Just something about this place just really challenges you to grow. And this week was no different than any other. This week, I'm skipping class to go to New York City. Right now it is 7 p.m. and I'm at the airport in Toronto, and I've kind of been on the move for like the last 7 hours now, which is crazy because I actually also haven't physically moved that far. Like, I started this morning in Kingston, right? And Toronto is only a few hours away, 2 or 3. Because I don't have a car, I've mentioned this before, it is so difficult to move around. I did some quick calculations, and today I'm taking 6 different types of transportation. That includes planes, buses, trains, subways, and other types of buses too, to get there. So this morning when I woke up, the first thing that I actually had to do was write a test. I was studying all morning because at around noon I had a test, but then right after that I ran to the bus stop to catch my first bus. This was just like a regular city bus to take me from campus to the actual bus station, and then I hopped on my second bus. And by then I still hadn't actually eaten anything because whenever I travel I get really stressed, and on top of the stress from the test, I was just starving. So the good news was that there was a Tim Hortons right across the street, so I hit that up, got a little snack, and then hopped on the second bus. That bus took me from Kingston all the way to Toronto. So I hopped off that bus, which took me to Union Station in Toronto, which is like the big train station. Think of it like Penn Station, Grand Central kind of vibes. And I know that there's a train that takes me from that train station to the airport, Pearson. And then finally I get off that train, walk through security, customs, and all that. And finally I'm sitting here at the airport. What a crazy journey to be here, and flight leaves in about an hour and it's not even over yet. So what's going on? Why am I actually going to New York? So a little bit of context, this is actually my 3rd time this year going to New York. And the last 2 times I went was purely for fun. The first time, I've never been, always been a dream of mine watching YouTube, creating YouTube videos. It was the place to be, right? Like New York City, that's where all the creativity was. And then in the summer, it was also just kind of for fun. I was spending that time in Chicago, and flights from New York to Chicago are dirt cheap. But this time is a little different because I'm actually going for an event. To be completely honest, I actually don't know too much about the event, but I know that it's an event for creators, hosted by creators. Coincidentally, every single time that I've basically been in New York, they've hosted an event. But in the beginning, in March, I wasn't really making these kinds of vlogs, so it didn't really make sense for me to go. I justified it because like I'm not even a real creator right now, whatever that means. So I chickened out, didn't go to the first one. The second one, again, same thing, chickened out, didn't go, and also timing wasn't the best. But I told myself after missing the second one that if there ever was a third one, I was not gonna miss it. I talk so much on this channel about how important it is to me to connect to other people doing similar things in whatever field that is, like even in school, right? School is so much more fun when you have friends in your classes. I don't actually know many people on the internet or in real life that do things that I also want to be doing. So this is really a great opportunity for me to find those people. So follow along. Hopefully I get some really cool shots, meet some cool people, eat some good food, and also get to hang out with my sister. She lives in New York. All right, let's go catch this flight. Alright, I'm in Queens right now. You can see the tops of the buildings over there. I'm waiting for a train to take me into Manhattan. It's like midnight at this point. I'm pretty tired. Gonna meet up with my sister, probably grab a bite to eat, but hopefully this is the last train of this trip. The event is tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. I have made it to New York. She wants my $100 bill. She don't want love. She wants my $100 bill. She don't want love. She wants my
She's a hurricane, feel the earth shake. If the devil was asleep, she'd knock him wide awake. And if you were her, you never know, I think you'd do it too. But if it takes one to know one, you must not have a clue. So come on.
Today is Saturday. The event is in about 2 hours, and I'm heading down to the West Village now.
Yeah, Ripple?
Yeah.
I saw you with the camera. I was like, no way.
Not hard to miss.
Yeah, I'm Jason. Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you, man.
So I'm not gonna lie, I usually don't get nervous around strangers, but something about being in this room full of people that I actually looked up to, and people who kind of know what I'm up to in terms of like filming and vlogging myself, it was a weird feeling where I felt super seen, but also I was really intimidated and sometimes felt overwhelmed just because of the sheer amount of creators there. The event was hosted at the Squarespace HQ by Let's Ripple and Creators on Creators. Super cool event. I actually enjoyed all 9 hours of it. It was actually crazy. It was 9 hours long and I stayed the entire day. The views were insane, the food was great, the people were amazing, and the conversations I had were so good. Once everyone was introduced to each other, the conversations flowed so easily just because everyone was actually so interested and passionate about what they do. So it was really easy to get the nerd out and just geek out over making videos.
Collaboration, and the thing at the very bottom here, gratitude, is we're all happy to be in the city at the same time, and we wanted to meet up with others.
3 o'clock now, and we've kind of split off into different groups, so everyone's kind of talking in little pods together. The goal is to try and create something and tell a story of, I guess, what you're grateful for, because we are close to American Thanksgiving. And right now I'm working in a group with 2 other really talented creators, Josh and Edmund, and we've just been trying to put our story down into like one line, one problem, so that we can actually go and shoot something, because we only have like a few hours to do this, and time is already ticking. So far this event has been pretty crazy. I'm not even sure if you can hear me, but it's honestly been almost overwhelming how many creators are here. Like, it's crazy seeing someone on a screen on YouTube for one thing, and now seeing them across the room from me talking in real life is completely different. A lot of people that I look up to that inspire me a ton, as well as people that come up to me and tell me like, hey, I've been inspired to vlog by your video. So this is like the ultimate version of like community that I talk about, where, you know, you can give and you can take, and it's a crazy feeling. But right now we have to make something happen in a few hours. This is the team. Josh, Edmund, working on our little film right now. Oh, there's some benches up here. Perfect. We figured out the actual script that we're going with, and here Edmund's filming Josh. The whole theme of the event, like I said, was about being grateful, or whatever you're grateful for. So we're talking about how grateful we are to find community like this, that the event I'm at today, where there's people doing things that we also do, because a lot of times like it does feel pretty lonely doing this kind of stuff. So finding others like this is pretty sweet. I'm back on the roof now. I didn't even realize that the World Trade Center is over there. I was only looking at the Empire State Building on this side. This is crazy. 4:53 right now, and the actual event part where we were like making our own videos is kind of wrapping up. And we did submit on time. We actually were the second group to get it in, so that was crazy. I think most people, myself included, have never edited on such like a tight timeline where it's like a challenge and you got to get it in like 2 hours. So that was pretty crazy. Big shout out to my team for actually pulling it together. I'm pretty happy with it, and especially the meaning behind it, right? Like, I've been preaching this for so long, how community and the feeling of not being alone, especially when I'm talking to myself on the internet. Like, here's a 360, there's no one around me. I'm just talking here, talking to myself on this rooftop. I talked to someone earlier who put it in the best way ever, right? Like, my entire life I've always just been the guy with the camera who's interested in making videos, and now I come here and I'm standing in a room where everyone is that guy. Everyone's that guy with the camera, and even though everyone's doing something slightly different, it's good to know and be around people who kind of get what you do.
Looking forward to the big moments.
So after that little film challenge, we had a little Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving dinner, and everyone got to premiere their little short film. And back to the subject of being intimidated, I never thought that I would be so intimidated by showing a video off in front of like 80 people. It really just puts into perspective when you put yourself out there on the internet what those numbers actually mean. Someone I'm able to reach through this medium. Not just a view or a number, but an actual person. I could probably never speak in front of a crowd of 1,000 people, but posting a video to 1,000, I can do that. The whole thing really just had me thinking of my responsibility as a creator. And the day was filled with conversations like these, and before I knew it, it was over. How do I make this real? That's a question I've been asking myself for the good part of the last 2 months. I think it's pretty obvious when you watch my videos that I love making videos. I make videos because I love sharing them, but really I make videos because it's my hobby, it's my passion. I love telling stories in a visual format. I love my camera, I love filming, I love editing, I love color grading, I love scripting, I love all of that. I was sitting there across the table from some huge creators just talking, and you realize how there are actually people out there doing this as their job. And I know that sounds crazy because obviously there's people out there doing this for a living, but it's one thing to see it on your phone on the tiny screen and another thing to shake their hand and talk to them. And yeah, I met a lot of cool people like you guys saw in the videos, a lot of creators that you guys actually might even recognize. So that was pretty cool. Today's really only like the first day here, so I still have a few more days to keep shooting, and I think I'm gonna meet up with more creators tomorrow. But moral of the story is get out of your comfort zone. I was super nervous going in. I've never been to an event like that, but step out of your comfort zone, meet some friends, and see how it goes. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, we are in Brooklyn today, right near Dumbo, which is like a super popular photo spot. Keep the ball rolling, there's like another creator event happening down here, and then we're gonna head down and see what this event is all about. These guys are filming something. It's still going. So the event I went to on this day was a lot more casual. Instead of like a workshop environment of putting people together, getting ideas thrown out there, this was definitely more of like a meetup and just shoot around, which is also really nice because I do take a very casual approach to making YouTube videos, and a lot of the time I do just end up shooting myself. So being able to shoot with other people and just be able to toss these ideas back and forth and even just hand a camera to someone and say like, hey, grab the shot of me was super cool.
That's my hand. It's tiny. Like
that is tiny.
When you land yours, like this can fit into propellers. It's lighter than a tennis ball. I mean,
like what, like 50 grams? Like what is it?
No, it's 15 grams.
15 grams?
Yeah.
It's crazy. What camera's on here? Is it like quality or no?
No, it's not quality. It's like VHS tape. But it is pretty fast.
Yo, what?
Yeah, it's honestly, it looks better on your phone than the camera.
Oh yeah?
That's so fresh.
Overall, pretty great day. A lot of this B-roll is probably some of the best that you guys have seen in this video, and probably some of the best I've ever shot. So right now, we're on the rooftop at like the Timeout Market in Brooklyn, and Sam has the crazy idea of like walking across that area. I guess he's already done it. He's about to do it again.
He's done this again. He does not give a fuck.
No, so we're waiting for them to do it and get this nice, cool shot.
Man has no fear, but it's a good shot.
It's a good shot.
I'll film it, bro. Fuck that.
Yeah, dude, we have to film.
Yeah, no, at first I was like, it's not that bad, but I'm like, ooh, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Like I've done rooftopping, but
not this, because this is not even like
rooftoping. This is like
literally walking.
This is like highlighting. Yeah, like.
Fuck that, dude. I'll do roofs, but not this.
Yeah, I've done roofs where I take the stairs up.
Yeah, and then I sit on the edge.
And I sit on the edge, but this is like I gotta like walk like.
Hell no.
I'm not doing that.
It was clean. It was simple. See? It was easy.
I don't know, man.
So I just grabbed a slice of pizza from one of my favorite spots in the city. They have like 2 different shops, one in the Upper West, one down here. So makes it really easy and convenient every time I come to the city. Every time I've come, I've gone at least once or twice. That was my first time of this trip. So today is Monday and my flight out is Wednesday morning. So I really only have the rest of today, all of tomorrow to kind of do everything that I need to do. To be honest, there isn't actually anything that I need to be doing. Even though I did come for like the events and all that, this is also kind of like a little break for me. But in terms of what I've gotten up to today, I'm shooting a bit for this campaign that I'm working on with this brand. I spent some time in Soho doing a little bit of shopping. Soho's not really my favorite part of the city. It is just a big shopping area. I know that like a lot of artists like have studios there, Casey. But yeah, because it really is just a big like commercial area, it's not really my favorite part of the city. And also you guys saw in like a previous video that I just upgraded my phone to this iPhone 16 Pro. Like I upgraded from an iPhone XS, so basically anything was gonna be an upgrade, but I knew that since I am making a ton of videos now, I wanted something that would actually blend together in my video. So there's a lot of clips in this video that you guys have seen that have been shot in Apple ProRes Log, and I've color graded it and all, so hopefully it fits in super seamlessly and has like the same kind of style and colors that I use. I kind of just want to test this out and see if this is actually a good camera, because I've been wanting to get back into photography, but I don't want to go buy a new photo camera. And if this thing does what I want it to do, then that's really perfect for me. So heading over now, it's kind of by the water. It starts at 3, right now it's 2:26. I'll be there a bit early, but I guess that's better than being late.
Wait a minute, I think I left my conscience on your front doorstep. Wait a minute, I think I left my consciousness in a 6th dimension. But I'm here right now, just sitting in a cloud. Oh wow, I'm here right now with you. Oh, wow, wow. I don't even care. I'll run my hands through your hair. You wanna run your fingers through mine, but my dread's too thick and that's alright. Hold on, wait a minute.
We did a quick lens swap mix on the full frame with the 11mm.
Yo, I'm gonna have to swap over. That's kind of nice.
It's kind of clean for vlogging,
Yeah,
right?
it's actually like
And it's light. It's super
it is
light. Yeah, throw it in your bag, whatever.
Is it ND filter?
That's an ND, yeah.
Full frame, you get the fisheye. Yeah.
Oh, you get the fisheye effect? Yeah.
Like kind of fire the fisheye.
Definitely unique look, but you can get creative with it. It's cool that I'm kind of seeing the same faces over and over again now. It's funny, I was joking that a lot of these people, I've seen them more than I've seen like my parents in the last like 6 months. Now, I feel like I'm a part of something here. Like my first time coming to New York, I was fully just a tourist. But now, every time I come, there's like a connection. It's like, oh, I should hit up that guy, or that person that did this, or the other graphic designer, or the other videographer. So, community.
A tornado flew around my room before you came. Excuse the mess it made. It usually doesn't rain in Southern California, much like Arizona. My eyes don't shed tears, but boy, they pour when I'm thinking about you. Who no, I've been thinking about you. You no, I've been thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Do you? Or do you not think so far ahead? 'Cause I've been thinking about forever. Ooh.
Today, what you guys just saw was my last day. And I pretty much spent it just running around the city shooting, doing what I love the most, making videos and making sure that I have enough footage to tell the story that you guys are watching right now. And I always like to do that because it really takes me back to when I first started making videos. There wasn't any particular goal in mind when I was making videos. It was just that I liked picking up my camera, or I guess my phone back then, and I liked filming things. I liked filming those moments, I liked editing, I loved the process of learning all that, and then I liked sharing that. And for the first 100 or so videos that I've made and put out there, I was basically talking to no one. I was posting videos for no one because no one was watching them. Really, it would usually just be me, my friends, or maybe a family member, and it would get like 10 views. And I did that for years. Even this year, about 7 months ago when I started making videos again, I was basically, again, posting to no one because I wasn't sure if anyone actually cared about what I had to say, and I also wasn't sure of what I even wanted to say when I started. But I guess the most important part is that I started. People who are saying like, oh, they don't want to start and post videos to no one, think of it as like a good thing because it's probably best that no one's watching, and it almost feels nice to know that no one is watching. So you can do and be whatever you want. I think when I started making this video and I was at the airport, and even before that when I bought that ticket and booked this entire trip, I think what I wanted to find was a solution. I wanted to learn from established creators and see how they're able to navigate this field and do what they love to do while also doing enough to be able to sustain the lifestyle that they live. And maybe it was a little naive to kind of think that by talking to someone they would tell me how to do it and I would just have this aha moment and just figure it all out. Because even after all those events and meeting all those people, I still don't really know the answer to that question. So even though I don't have an answer, I also think that the question I was asking was wrong. You know, I'm still in school, and in engineering, there's a very direct and straightforward approach to how you approach things after graduation. And the mindset really is that once you graduate and find a job, you're set. That's the final goal. All you need is one person, one recruiter, one company to take that chance on you, say yes, and that's your solution. And I think I was taking that approach to this. I was thinking that there would just be one answer, one person who would offer me a job in this space to be their editor, for me to take them on as a client or work under some YouTuber that was gonna give me an assistant producer role or something in their company. And I thought that that's what was gonna solve all my problems, and that was the solution. But what I realized after meeting all these different creators and talking to them about their come up, their journey to where they are now, everyone's story is so significantly different that there's absolutely no way that there's going to be one piece of advice that's going to sum all of that up. So to sum this entire trip up, I had a great time, met a lot of great people, but I think I realize now that the only answer I need to find is going to be from within. And that's corny, but that's the truth. I'll see you guys back at home.